Okay, so this is going to be a breakdown for 3rd of January until the 6th of January. And bear with me because I have not updated the chart in a while. So I'm going to be doing it along with this. Okay. Alright. Looks good. Okay. And for GBPJPY, we say that we have been making lower lows, you know, for the past five market structure, and we have closed at the resistance. And so what we could anticipate is that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if we look at weekly, is that we could stay some sort of pullback. I would assume that this is going to be the pullback. A pullback into here to continue higher because of the JPY the Bank of Japan. I don't remember exactly what it was, but yes, it is affecting the bond market domestically and in the States, in the United States. I believe it is interest rate because they are due quantitative easing. As for USD, we are seeing that USD has been kind of consolidating ever since December. We're coming back to this level. So, depending on how price behaves, oh my god. Okay. One second. Okay. So, back to where I was saying is that we are, okay, USD has been consolidating, but if you look, it has never been breaking the high or this high. And so what we can anticipate from this is that we may have this kind of wick off scenario where we break the high to the trend line and then still trade lower. The reason why USD should be going lower is also because the JPY, the recent JPY news has a very large, huge implications towards the flow of dollars. I mean of bonds, which then, in effect, affects dollar. Okay. So now onto the technicals, onto the, the fundamentals. Right off the bat, we have Germany. Do I think it's important in the grand scheme of things? No. I don't trade euro anyway, so it has no bearing. Um, mm, Probably the biggest one is FOMC on Thursday. So that is certainly going to be, this week might not even be tradable, to be honest. With all the bank holiday and then all these special days. Though we're gonna have NFP as well. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep an eye. I personally don't really know which direction it's gonna be doing. If you look at consensus, we're expecting a lower consensus this time around, which is basically the same estimation. But let's see. Okay. Onto the chart. All the pair I trade is here. Okay. So let's have a look. I'm getting brain fart as well right now, so bear with me. God damn. Okay. Apologies. But as I was saying, currently there isn't much that I'm looking at. I'm being totally honest. I just don't see anything to besides this level. And even if this is the level, I don't even know. This is 130 pips, which is pretty steep. depending on the news, obviously, NFP on Friday, gold and likely silver, I probably won't be taking until Thursday and Friday. Um, Most definitely. Mm. Silver, I'm fine with it. Okay. So I have two entries. Because of how well this aligns, I'm gonna mark this as a possible place of retracement. Beyond that, we also have this as a possible spot for retracement. So that's what I'm currently looking at. In terms of retracement, certainly, god damn. Okay, this is also 50, which is half the extension of this. It's also a place where I am spot price that I'm looking at. It's gonna be very interesting. Okay. So this is GBPJPY. Currently, just looking at this, and this. This is probably how should I do it? There we go. Just an anticipation, nothing really. GN. We finally tapped into this level and reacting off of this level. Now I expect, if you look at weekly, monthly. Monthly is showing, although it has been ranging monthly, we had this long wick previous month and a clean breakdown. We have momentum in which the high tapped the midsection of the high and low of this consolidation, and also this draws into the extremes of these wicks. Closed higher, so we're closing. If you look at the open and close, this is higher relatively, but we don't know if we're gonna trade higher or lower. So, I'm not trying to anticipate a lot of things, but from the look of it, there is a chance that we are going to just keep on continuing down to do what the predecessor has done, which is this. But again, we could also be going up because we see this as a bullish candle. We're still in the channel. That's short term. If we look at the fibs, there are nice levels here. You know, like the small level. This is nice. Right? So depends. We could see this kind of thing, double tap and then trade lower. I don't know. Certainly this is an interesting trade that that certainly I could take, and in fact I'll be taking it because this is the extension. I mean, this is the extreme on the daily and weekly. And if probability dictates, it should respect it. Okay. GBPAUD. Nothing much, to be honest. Might have to cross-reference with this. Okay. So let's see. Probably is one of these drawings. Yeah. Okay. And I think this is also 38. Who am I kidding? Okay. So certainly, this would correlate with. Let's go with green. So I want to see this happening with this, or some sort of movements here, this level. Right around here. For AUD. Okay. And then for the indices, it's hard to say with all the bearish tone I have currently. higher low, higher low. So we're still kind of, in terms of major structure, trading higher. Okay, although this is a new year. You look at monthly. This could be a head and shoulder, an inverse head and shoulder. Right? So let's see. Let's take a look, a deep dive, and then see what we can do with it. I certainly think that this has a high probability of happening. This can be watched. I think that if this particular setup happens, then we could assume that the 50 is not likely to work. What I want to see is a break into here. I want to see this. I want to see that price is actually going to just power drive up. And then this would probably be at the same time where this goes there. So in essence, I'm just looking at this particular trade. I'm not looking at any other ones. Just this, to be honest. And US tech correlates as well with this one. So I want to see this happening. Now, if I have to mark, then these are the prices that I'm looking at. I'm going to mark it in purple so everyone could see, even myself, make it easier to distinguish what's what. Go. And for this one, this is a tough one, man. This is a tough one. Actually, I'm gonna revisit this. Let's see, what can I do? I'll do it, because this is actually the trade that I would always take, which is the major structure key levels. I may have to move my stops to be a lot higher than I would want, though. What? Alright, that's it.